Okay. Well, that part wasn't recorded. That's fine. Anyway, without further, I just want to first go through and just go through the agenda, what we'll be doing. So each one of us, each of the judges will be speaking about the app and a very brief feedback for you to take away. We weren't able to provide very detailed feedback. However, what I want to iterate and reiterate to everyone is please do reach out to us as judges, as mentors, if you want very specific feedback on whether it's your app itself, its future developments, it's the product roadmap, etc. Any help that you do need. We just didn't have enough time to provide you with a full list of feedback. So if you do want that, please do reach out to us. My name is Marwa, and my fellow judges are Dina, Medina, Hawa, Amreen, and one more. Who was it? Let's see. Hawa and
Ahmed.
Yeah, and Mariam, that's it. Yes. So yeah, and it was a really nice opportunity to get to know the ladies as well. So we'll start with team one. My first feedback point for team one, which is Together App. I personally felt that the presentation was absolutely brilliant. It was a really good choice of tech stack. Your current and future iterations were well thought out, and it's a very practical solution. I can see how this can fit in various settings and I can definitely see that it fits into a gap that is needed. So well done, Together App. That was my feedback on that. The second one is Tazkir. I think it's important that you look at some of your competitors. Tazkir, your presentation was very coherent and clear. Your choice of tech stack was outstanding, and your Git presentation with a POC to test was also fantastic. Really enjoyed playing around with that. Your future iterations did not actually focus on actual product features. So I think I'd like to see, so in terms of your iterations were more around bug fixes, etc., but they didn't quite focus on the product features itself. So I would say that maybe focus a bit more on those. The third team, which is Halal Reads and Reels, it's a good idea with potential for sure from my side. I think the presentation did not mention a tech stack, so it would be really helpful if you can add that in, because we had to do a bit of digging around to find out what those are. You did mention some challenges that you faced and your key learnings, which was a plus point. But then for me, there was no mention of future iterations. So again, this is part of your growth and your product roadmap. The next one is that your Iqra AI. Iqra AI for me, team 4, your competitor analysis. Perhaps you could look at Tertil, which it isn't exactly what you're doing. Obviously, that's more yours is more learning the language and understanding what the Quran is like, and Tertil is more around the recitation. So there might be a bit of overlap with that. So it could be a good competitor for you to look at. Your presentation was brilliant. It assessed you assessed the market and your competitors, which was also really good to see. Fantastic leverage of latest technology, obviously implementing or including Open API as part of your tech stack, which was quite nice to see. And you have a clear future vision, and it's got great potential for growth. Team 5, Luna Flow. So I would like you to look at your competitor Flow as a competitor, FLO. I don't know if you've seen that one, but overall, I thought your product was great, which solves an existing solution for women. Currently, this is a niche market, so you should consider ways to make it more inclusive for monetization purposes. And I do really like the vision of partnerships with health techs. Team 6, which was the Zakat calculator. It was a confident presentation, impressive choice of tech stack. So it's good to see a native app as a chosen tech stack. However, I have some questions. What differentiates your app from other competitors such as IFG's embedded solution on their website? And how would you monetize the solution? So this is my personal feedback on the 6 hackathon apps that were created as part of this. And actually, there's one thing that I missed right at the start, which I should have really said, that as judges, we did take into account the seniority levels within each team. We also took into account the number of candidates per team, and potentially and perhaps obviously all the other challenges such as working full-time, having obviously families, etc., juggling. So we took all of those into account, although we only had less than 48 hours to decide that, but we really did try to be as fair as possible. Personally, some points for all candidates to note is we agreed as judges that TDD was not applied at any stage. So this is test-driven development. We do understand that timing restrictions, but even a mention on the presentation or a placeholder would have been sufficient to see some QA automation in progress. And that's the only way to reduce, but it's part of the best coding practices, and it's obviously an approach that basically would reduce any bugs and future developments at a lot faster pace. And then generally speaking, we didn't find that, except for one of the teams, competitors weren't really mentioned directly by any of the teams. So this is some of the feedback that I would like to give to everyone, but at the end of the day, I think it was a fantastic effort by everyone within the timeframes, within the challenges that everyone faced. I think it was overall it was very commendable. So from here I'll pass on to Dina.
Okay. Well, for me, for the team one, I think the presentation is very interesting and it's perfect. The technical choice, I loved where they used the Next.js, which helps in SEO things. So technically, it's very interesting. Also, the following the best practices. I loved this. For the presentation, like I have mentioned, is perfect. For the impact, the team seems knowing very well what they are doing. I love where the sense of detail they are going through. And yeah, that was interesting. Now for the second team, Tezkir, the one thing that I really admired here is they are following in-depth best practices. I love their conception, the flows, and everything was detailed in a very strong way. Technically, if they opt for Next.js, that would be very, very interesting. Now for the UX design in general, it was interesting also, especially the sense of detail. Also, you may consider looking for other competitors. For me, I consider Tertil is another competitor for you. For the presentation, it's very interesting also and awesome. So I like it. It was very clear and very neat, and it's detailed, and everything was clear. For the team 3, Halal app, I consider it as a unique application, but you should really, how to say it, narrow your niche, that's it. So I think it would be very interesting to work in specific niche in the beginning. Now, technically, you need to follow more best practices, especially in terms of like, let's say, coding best practices, the choice of technologies, the packages necessarily. Now for the design is very clean, but I didn't see it very unique, especially that we have some similar application, movie app application that have somehow same design. For the presentation overall is good, but one best practices that you should follow is like, you shouldn't put paragraphs you should put bullet points or be very, how to say it, resumed once you're presenting things, and mention them one talking rather than writing things in the presentation. Now for the Iqra team, I loved the way they are very organized and professional, and they manage the risks, especially I think they have 2 members or 1 member that dropped the team. So they managed risks in a very good way. Their problem was clearly defined and everything was awesome. The one thing that I want to ask about is, are you thinking in the future iteration to select another technology rather than OpenAPI, because it's like providing things which is not correct in terms of like Arabic? It's committing a lot of errors once we talk about Arabic, once using OpenAPI. So this is the question: are you considering to switch to other more trusted technologies or whatever that provides a correct translation of Arabic things? That's it. Technically, I like the technologies you've chosen. The design is very clean and it's intuitive, so it's very awesome. Now for the presentation overall is good. That's it. For the team 5, sorry, Lunar Flow, the problem also was clearly defined, and the audience was also clearly defined, but you should consider other competitors. Now, technically, it's good, but you can follow more best practices. For the creativity side, the technology choice was good, and for the design, it could be improved. For the presentation overall, it's good, but you need to pay attention for some details, some typos, some, like I have mentioned with the other team, don't put paragraphs in presentations. Now for the last team, the problem also was clearly defined, and you really should look into competitors and see what you bring more than them. Technically, it's good, but you could follow even more best practices. Once I'm talking about this, like detailed README file, for example, if you're using a React, for example, you should use ASLint things, so your code will be clearly defined in terms of indentation and all those sorts of things. Presentation was nice overall. So that's it for me.
Thank you, Dina.
Okay.
Okay, have we got Hawa and Hawa, are you on the line? Or Mariam? Okay. So Hawa and Mariam aren't here. However, so Dina, shall we go ahead then and present the winner?
Yeah, I think it's time, maybe.
Okay, so I guess before we do that, is there any question from the teams that they'd like to ask? And obviously there is a drum roll in a minute, but is there anything that anyone wants to ask before we go ahead? Okay, there isn't. So Dina, do you want to go ahead? Do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, I feel like others. I'm stressed as well.
Why?
Maybe you are stronger on mentioning who is the winner. And I can do the sound effects.
So actually, we had a reply from Zainab with regards to the question that you asked, Dina. So that's great. So yeah, as you know, fine-tuning it by providing more Arabic data and thus optimize the open API. This can greatly improve the quality of responses. So yes.
I need to search about this. It's like once it comes to Arabic, maybe if we find another resources, it's okay. But once it comes to Quran and we use the solution, it's like we are doing tahrif. You see, I don't know how to say tahrif in English. Could you help me? That's considered.
I think for what it is with the POC, it works fine. And then obviously as you fine tune it, it can definitely be trained, right? The API and the framework. Okay, Anisa, thank you for the feedback. We did look at Tertil as a competitor, but didn't highlight it in the presentation. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay, amazing. All right, so Dina, please do the honors. Yeah.
What?
Oh, Rookie Bud, have you got some? Oh no. Okay.
Should I be the one who mentioned the winner?
Go ahead. Yes, please.
I feel stressed. So who is the winner? I can go another way. So who is in the third place?
It was, we have to say that it was really close call. So I think, as we said in the start, everyone is a winner in some way or another. We've all learned in some way or another. So actually, I do feel like it was a very close call anyway within the actual teams, but wider as well. Definitely, there was so much more for all of us to learn. Sorry, carry on.
So the third one was guess what? Whom? It's the Skir team. The second place was Together Up. Now the winner is Iqra. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I don't know how to do those sound effect things.
I know.
Congratulations.
Well done. Well done to everyone.
Well done. It was like so close between the first, the second, and the third position. It was very hard to take.
It was literally like a few, like 0 point something.
Point. Yes.
So it really is, they're really not far off each other. I think overall, they're great solutions solving a problem for everyone that we do have. So I really hope, inshallah, that you guys can progress and obviously take this to market or MVP it, or, you know, or seek funding. There's some ladies yesterday that also showed support for potential funding, and also really just want to reiterate that us as judges, we only had less than 48 hours. So, you know, if you do want one-to-one feedback, please do reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to give you that feedback. And obviously mentors, you've been amazing, mashallah, in guiding the teams. So yeah, overall, I hope inshallah everyone is pleased with this, and we finished a lot earlier than an hour.
But before we have the winner in each criteria, this is also worth to be mentioned. Like, for example, in the technically, the winner is Tazkir. It really got the best mark because they have go in very detail in terms of their choices and everything. Except if they were chosen Next.js, they would be even winner in terms of creativity technology side. So that's it. Now about uniqueness, the winner is Halal Up. It's like their idea is quite unique. And the winner in terms of presentation, they are both Tazkir and Together Up. They really made a very strong, clean, and all the words that you can have lexicon in terms of presentation. Then comes also Zakat. They have like they show somehow their identity in the presentation for Zakat one, and they are winner in this place. For the logo, we have too many, especially Tazkir, Iqra, and who was else? I don't remember too much. Yeah, I forgot it. And also in terms of like, wait a second, who is the winner in the other things? In design, we have three mainly interest in design, the three winners. What do we have? In impact, mostly all the teams understand what they are doing and understand the audience, and they know clearly what they are doing. In sense of detail, Tezkir, they go very in depth in detail. So technically, they really are a winner. But that's it. That's why it's hard, like to decide which one would be winner over the others. You see.
So just hold fire. Mariam is one of the judges. She's actually joining now. So she had feedback. She got stuck in traffic, so she's joining. she's. So I don't know if anyone wants to. Okay, yeah, people need to go, but Mariam's joined now. Mariam, we'll give you a few minutes because I think we've announced the winner already. However, please go ahead and give your feedback to the teams. It would be really appreciated. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum all. Apologies for being so late. As you can see, I'm preparing dinner and have my little one behind me as well. Just a quick one from me, like Amar. Give me a second. Like Marwa mentioned, that you can always reach out for any individual feedback, but overall, I think even from the when I went through each of the recording for scoring and everything, I just have this feedback that everyone's work was phenomenal. When I started, I didn't think that I would be able to witness such great projects. So I think everyone's project was very great, and thank you, Dina, for the split up of how each of the team did. So I think my scores sum up all parts of it. So just don't want to keep anyone on hold, but just wanted to say, please do reach out for any feedback. And I think all of you are winners in your own achievements. So congratulations.
Thank you, Mariam. And I think on that note, if everyone is done, then well done. Congratulations. And the winners, you will be contacted by Grace and Sadia, I guess. Well done again.
I think maybe mentors want to say something. And
yes, please, of course. Go ahead, mentors, please do.
Also maybe teams.
Sams.
Ahlan.
I just want to say everybody's projects were amazing, and everybody's effort is what is counted here. I think everybody came through, and everybody presented and showed some amazing ideas and some amazing talent. And I'm just grateful to be part of this hackathon, and I'm more grateful to be working with some amazing team members that I got a chance to work with. And I'm really, really, really proud of my team. But I'm also very, very glad to have seen everybody's skill set and everybody's ideas. It has been an amazing journey, honestly.
Yeah, true. Other mentors, do you want to say something?
Sorry if it's a bit loud. I just I just wanted to say I'm honestly so proud of my team. All the midnights, late night pull requests, the designs are amazing. You work together so well, mashallah. I'm so proud of you, but also so proud of all of the teams. You guys did so well. Honestly, people coming from not knowing anything about bootcamps to showing so much potential, doing so many amazing things. I'm just so proud of everyone, and I was so happy to mentor and just watch everyone grow and work together so well. So thank you to the mentors, thank you to the organizers and the judges, and yeah, I'm so proud of everyone and how far we've come. Allah Mubarak.
I'm also so proud of them technically. They are juniors and they have doing all that. It's really impressive. Grace, do you want to say something?
I think Grace is caught up. She's not able to talk, but she left it on the chat to say that she's really grateful. She's saying, Grace is saying, I'm outside walking from another event, so can't talk, but I'm so grateful for everyone participating. There is so much tangible barakah in this hackathon, rightly so. And thank you so much, everyone. Inshallah, until next time, I hope you've all enjoyed this, and we'll see you very soon. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum,
Thank
everyone.
you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Salam.